What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. Today we've got a new team, but not really a new team, and we've got some live gameplay. I'm going to play my first FUT Champs game live. As you can see there, I sold Rami, I sold Fekir, and I sold Courtois. And the reason why I sold Courtois is because he is at an all-time high. And I sold him just because I thought to myself, you know, we've got a lot of options. I want to start liquidating. We're starting to debate, as I knew I would around this time of year, whether or not we want to continue with the first owner Road to Glory or move on from that and go into a regular traditional Road to Glory. I think we've proven with hitting Elite 2 3 times so far this year already that the first owner Road to Glory was a success. But I looked at Courtois and I saw him at 250,000 coins, and I was just like, look, I can't not sell him for that many coins. Like, I have Lloris, I have Handanovic, you know, this is a big card. He's currently still around 250k mark as well. And I was thinking to myself, there's actually a chance that he might continue to go up because there is no Champions League now until February, which means this card will not get packed again until potentially February. In which case, you know, the supply is non-existent and there is still some demand here or there. However, today, EA released Road to the Final cards, so I actually wouldn't be surprised if on Tuesday we again got Champions League packs back again. Even though there's no Champions League on, they're still running the promo through FUTmas, so it wouldn't really surprise me if we ended up picking something up. As you can see, we're up to almost 600,000 coins in the account, guys. I worked it out on stream the other day that with, let's exclude Varane and Lloris, with consumables and sellable informs and special cards, we've got about 2 million coins and we've got 600,000 in the bank. So with other stuff that I haven't really taken into consideration, we've actually got about 3 to 4 million coins worth of items in the club that I could sell on, which is fantastic because if we did shift away from the first owner Road to Glory, we'd be able to make some amazing changes straight away. Now for today's game and for this weekend league, I'm going to be running this team. Even if it costs me placements, even if I don't get elite with this team, I don't care. I'm going to run this team the entire time, and it's because I did these FUTmas cards because they're Arsenal cards. There's no point me doing them and just setting them on the bench. I want to try and have fun with this team and just see where we can end up with it. And what I've done with Chem Styles is I have given the best rating per position for each player with the Chem style based on where they're playing for me. Now, we will talk about this in much more detail in tomorrow's video with examples on FUTBin if you want to see that, but I didn't want to waste a video showing you guys that if nobody was really interested. On the bench, I've got Heung-min Son. He will be my first impact sub. And then also Martinez on the bench will be one of my impact subs. I was going to build a second team. I decided against it. But I've got a great bench. I've got a good squad. And then in terms of the chem styles that we've of course got basic on Lloris. We have got ourselves... I've gone for Juanfran back in at right back just because I haven't used him in a while. And he is a quality card. And an anchor chem style on Juanfran, it gives him the best rating for a right back. We've gone for a Sentinel on Varane, so this is going to be the first time that I don't play with pace on my centre-backs, and it gives him an insane boost, and the same on Ferdinand, Sentinel on him too. We've got ourselves, I think, Guardian, I think it is on Robertson, which makes him the best possible left-back per position that he could be. Now, I do want to say, though, the rating per position isn't like a definitive... oh, that's how good he plays. Like, you could... some instances as well, for example, like Lacazette with a sniper makes him, I think it was like a 90.7 striker, and with a finisher makes him like a 90.6 striker. So there's minimal differences. And, of course, what FUTBin and the ratings per position calculator doesn't take into consideration is it doesn't take into consideration what like the meta is. And as we know in this game, pace is extremely important, and it seems to be a largely irrelevant factor in the ratings per position calculator. So we've got Sniper on Aubameyang and Lacazette. And then we've got Makalele on Powerhouse, I think that is. Yeah, Powerhouse there, so boosting his defending and his passing. Mkhitaryan and De Bruyne, we've got both of these guys on the Maestro, I believe it is. Yeah, Maestro. So I already had Maestro on Mkhitaryan. And then Torreira, guys, we've got another Powerhouse on Torreira. So a big boost to defending, and it is a big boost to defending. And a great boost to passing. And then last but not least, De Bruyne there has the Maestro on as well. And then in-game, guys, I'm actually going to be, although funnily enough, I'm starting in the 4-2-2, we're going to be playing in the 4-2-2 as well. I don't think I can start it exactly how I want it because Juanfran wouldn't get the chemistry. But when we look at how we're going to be playing with this squad, my two game plans are as follows. Now, I've got a backup 4-2-3-1 just in case I want to switch back into that. I can switch back into that with the way this team works. I just have to play Lacquer at cam, in which case I'd probably sub on Son straight away if I was going to choose, going to switch. But I've got the 4-2-3-1, sorry, the 4-2-2 balanced. Obviously, Lacquer and Aubameyang up front, Mkhitaryan, De Bruyne in at cam, Makelele and Torreira in the back line. And this is a very passive tactic, so drop back, lots of depth, and I aim to just counter my opponents with balanced gameplay, good width, but a lot of players breaking forward into the box. And then if I'm struggling and I need to get a little more pressure on my opponent, I've got a constant pressure long ball tactic to really try and win the ball back quickly and get some goals. But I'm going to try my best to just forget about the results this weekend and just focus on playing FIFA and trying to enjoy this Arsenal squad. I'm going to waste a fitness card on it because I'm fun like that. And we're going to go and get ourselves into... Wait, it's got that glitch. I'm going to add a fitness card, guys, and then we're going to get into a game, and I will be right back. All right, guys, so our opponent number one for this weekend league has got a 4-1-2-1-2 team. Lacazette, Jesus, Inform Sigurdsson, Mahrez, Mane, Fernandinho, Eric Bailly, John Stones, Hector Bellerin, and Alisson in net with the Mings left-back screamer card. He doesn't have chem styles at all on some of his players, specifically his defenders there. So I'm hoping for, a comfortable game one. I think last week when we played our live game off the bat, I think we actually came up against a solid team and a solid player. Now, the reason why I built this team, we didn't really talk about it in too much detail before, is because I wanted to utilise the Arsenal players that I picked up. And I can use Son in this team if I play him at left forward on 7 chem. And then drop him into the cam role. But that would mean missing out De Bruyne. And De Bruyne is, for me personally, the best player in this game. I've played with a lot of players. And let's exclude icons, right? Because the top tier icons are obviously considerably better than most players in this game. But, we've got a chance here. And then there's that... Oh, it's gone in. Off the bar twice. It was a red-timed finesse from Henrik Mkhitaryan. But I really wanted to use the Arsenal players. Really. And so the choice was either playing Son at cam on 7 chem or playing De Bruyne at cam on 10 chem. So I thought, look, Mkhitaryan is actually one of the cards. I don't know what his stamina is. I think it's quite all right, but for some reason he seems to be one of the guys. So he has 89 stamina, but you'll see, I'll show you guys at half-time and stuff. He's always one of the guys that, for me, has the least stamina at half-time and then at the back end of the game. And so I thought to myself, let's use Mkhitaryan and then we'll bring on Heung-min Son at either half-time for De Bruyne or for Aubameyang or for Lacazette or whoever it may be. Maybe we'll change formation and bring Son on in that way. This guy's actually got a good chance here. That's a good tackle from Torreira. Can't quite get the ball, though. Good save from Lloris as well. Now, obviously, I've used Lloris before. Not his UCL, mind. We used his gold card. And what I didn't like about the Lloris gold card was that it constantly parried and punched the ball. Go on, KDB. Love that. And so, oh wow, what a tackle that was. So with that in mind, this UCL card is going to be an interesting one, and as to whether or not he's going to be, good enough or not. Did we have the UCL Lloris before? I don't think we did. So yeah, I'm excited to see how much impact we have with this UCL Lloris versus UCL Courtois, who now is no longer, obviously, in our club. There's Aubameyang, nothing doing on that one. I've got to start using, there's this other skill move. Not that. That's the rollback. Go on, Oba. There's this other skill move that I was practicing in the arena. Is it forwards? No, see, it's not that. It's down and then the exit, the way you want to exit. And I can't figure out how to do it. Lacazette! Good save. Now, I wonder who goes to my near post corners here. It is Ferdinand. At last, it's not Aubameyang. And I wonder if that's because I put the Sentinel chem style on Ferdinand. Oh, it's still gone to Aubameyang. That's interesting, EA. Yeah, I wonder if that is the case on that one, guys. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, it's hit Lacazette and gone out. How do I do that? It was downwards and then the way you want to run whilst holding left trigger. But is it downwards as in backwards, or is it downwards as in literally down based on the way that you're facing? I'm going to do the skill move in a second. Let me maybe even try and get a second goal against this guy before I start trying testing out skill moves in FUT Champs, because this guy is all right as a player, especially going forwards. Of course, we do need at least... So here we go. No, see, it's not that. So is it down? Give me that ball back. I'm really going to have to go and try and master that in the... well, I kind of have to master it in-game, actually, because otherwise it's just not super super usable. Like, mastering it in the arena is not always the greatest thing. Go on, Mkhitaryan! That's a lovely goal, guys. That is beautiful skill moves there around the play. And the best thing about De Bruyne, Mkhitaryan, and Son when we sub him on is that both of my cams have 5-star weak foot. And if we played 4-2-3-1, Torreira and Makalele at CDM, Son, Mkhitaryan, and De Bruyne at cam, and then Aubameyang up front, it would have been an utter waste of coins for Lacazette, sure. But we would have 3 cams with 5-star weak foot and 4-star skill moves, and I think that would cause havoc for my opponents. This guy's got a few little skill moves on him there. I really want to, like I said, I really want to learn. It's not that. So it was down. Yes, that. See that? See the way he did that? So it's down and then sideways. When I've been playing in Division 1, as I said to you guys before, I played a few games in Division 1, and they all use that skill move. And it's like the 5-star skill move, the El Tornado. It's like the start of the El Tornado, and then they just don't finish it. So if we did it like here, no, see, that did just a drag back. I don't actually want the drag back. See, right there, if that guy didn't tackle me there, which obviously I know is a big part of football, Lacazette would have had a free shot on goal, a free finesse shot on goal, no less, from that skill move. So I really want to learn and utilize that skill move specifically, because I think it will have like massive, look at that, it's beautiful. It has massive benefits because it just cuts an angle, especially if you're against somebody who's like really compact defensively. You can use this skill move to just kind of like oh, go on, Laka. Oh, I want to try that some more as well. Basically, there's a few tools available that we don't use in this game, right? Oh, I want to show you that replay after the game, guys, because that is the downwards header. I want to make actually a compilation of overpowered techniques that I use this weekend league. I'm going to start recording with OBS as well so that you can see my control pad and what I do and how I do it. I haven't scored a goal with Aubameyang from a near post header in ages. Now that I know this new technique, though, I reckon I'll be scoring a lot more, especially with the fact that I've got some good corner takers on the field. But yeah, basically I want to start putting compilations together this weekend of overpowered techniques that I use a lot, how effective and how efficient they are, and go from there. So right here, if we can get this... Yeah, look at that. It just cuts the angle so well. It's such a nice skill move. That's a great tackle. Right, so I've just got to learn like where it comes out, I guess. Wow, was that Torreira that I shot with there? I don't think it was. But yeah, I've got a few, obviously, like first 10, maybe 15 games of Weekend League, we've got to practice these skill moves. And then when it comes to the tough games against like the elite standard players and stuff, these are the skill moves that I'm hoping that are really going to set me apart this Weekend League that I haven't really used much in previous weekends. There it is. You see that? You see that? That's exactly what I wanted. That it looks like you're starting an El Tornado. You do the drag back, you cut into the angle, and I didn't even time that properly. I think that was an orange time finesse, and it still flew in because you don't have the... When you initiate the skill move, your thought isn't, oh, he's about to shoot a finesse shot. Look at Mkhitaryan's health as well there, guys. Look, he is lower than everybody else. I'm glad I pointed that out before this guy quit because you don't get to see it here. But look at the fitness. Mkhitaryan is -3. Everybody else is -2. Why? He has 89 stamina. And is he high height? No, he's medium. He should lose the least fitness from these players. I don't know why he burns more energy than the other people in the team. And so that's why I said to you guys, Mkhitaryan will get subbed off for Heung-min Son during certain parts of the game. So 4-0 win in game 1. Very comfortable victory as well. I want to show, first of all, this Mkhitaryan goal was quite nice. We get the heel-to-heel flick there with Lacazette. Pass it into Lacazette there. Heel-to-heel flick. Back into Mkhitaryan. Now, I had options here. Even here, I could have just gone through with Lacazette and finessed it to the far post. I had options. When I get it here with Mkhitaryan, normally, I would actually do a fake shot stop there and then finesse it to the far post or do maybe just a shot across the keeper. I don't know what caused me to try a finesse shot to the near post. I red-timed it. Keeper gets a hand off the bar, under the goal, off the bar again, and then comfortably into the back of the net. Lucky goal, really, with a red-timed shot. Mkhitaryan then scores again here, guys. So lovely little running fake shot into the box, into the space there. Love that you can see like the angle that I cut with that as well. Right here, you can see I'm kind of aiming it up there. Obviously, it's a running fake shot, not an actual pass. So that's why we do the old running fake shot inside. The defender lunges in for the tackle and misses it. And then we get La Croqueta, I think I hit into the box here. La Croqueta perfectly around the tackle. And then just a driven shot across the goal. Not a low driven, just a timed shot across the goalkeeper. Lovely goal. Then Aubameyang's goal. This one is the one that I want to start showing people to how to utilize. What you'll see here, when the ball comes in, you'll see me, look at this. I've already started to power up the header. I get as much power on as possible. See when it goes flat? I've now let go of the power button when the arrow goes flat. And instead, I've started holding left bumper and right bumper. And that initiates a downward header. So in FIFA, a lot of people don't know this, and I only found this out because of Reddit last week. The earlier you start powering your header, the higher you will jump. This is supposed to be a defensive mechanism to help defenders win headers. Because when you're defending, doesn't matter where you head it, it matters that you head it, right? So essentially, if you're defending corners and free kicks and set pieces and crosses, when you see that they cross it, just hold your clear button, circle or square, whatever you use, as early as possible, because you will leap really high, especially if you have good jumping and good heading on your defenders. You'll leap really high and you'll win it first. Because people don't know this and they try and time the header as the ball drops onto the head, nobody really utilizes this technique, which is why you concede so many near post corners, because as an attacker, getting power on your header is more important. So generally speaking, people power the header with attackers more than they power the header with defenders, because they try and time it with defenders. So what happens is here is I get to get the jump above his defender, and because I've hit LB and RB to do a downward header, when I head the ball, I literally head it down. Now, if I don't head that down and I just head that regularly, maybe it still goes in. Maybe the keeper saves it, but because of how much power I put on it, it's likely that it will go over the bar. I can't show you guys exactly how much power on it I put on it, probably like 3 bars or so, but we head it down, it goes in, happy days. And then last but not least, it doesn't actually have the Aubameyang goal with the skill move in, so that sucks. But that is a comfortable victory there, guys, and that is going to be the end of the video for today. I'm excited to play with this team, and I'm really going to try my best to not complain or moan about the game this weekend and just take every game as it comes. Win is a win, a loss is a loss. Even if we finish gold 2 or gold 1, I don't care. I'm going to be experimenting this weekend, trying to learn and utilize new skill moves, a new formation. We've got new players, and we're just going to have a little bit of fun with FIFA for a change. But this, guys, is going to be the end of the video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.